What up, guys? Coming at you for a quick video. Have you ever heard the expression, let go and let God? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about today. Because something miraculous happened. Something that I could have never planned in a million years with my little brain. But it fell into place, and I couldn't ask for a better situation. Now, I could make a video about how my house fell in my lap. And I bought the house, and next thing you know, I've got $75,000 in positive equity. I tell you how I bought my BMW back in 2012. I can tell you a lot of different things, but we're going to focus on this one. And all the time dealing with people and getting, buying something, trading something, looking for a load. And my motto is this: I like stuff to fall in my lap. Non-resistant, low resistance. Sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes you got to force it to happen. But most of the times, I like stuff to fall in my lap. And if it's something I really got to force that makes me feel uneasy in my gut, then I try to steer clear from it. And that old expression, let go and let God, you know what I'm saying? You just know what you want, let God take care of the rest, and He will put it in your path. And I believe that to be so true. I mean, don't get me wrong, I cuss like a sailor, but don't be one of those judgment casting hypocrites, because you don't know my heart. But I'm gonna tell you, I know my heart, and also by the blessings that comes in my path, I know my heart. So nobody try to school me. I get that all the time, because I drop the F-bomb like a sailor. I used to be a sailor for a quick minute. So let your blessings tell you yourself who you are. You know what I'm saying? The Bible said, you shall know them by the fruit they bear. That's so true. But anyway, let go and let God. All right, man, I met up with one of my homeboys, Danny boy, Mr. Show You Right. Very cool dude, man. Made him off here. Made him off YouTube. And honestly, he's one of the coolest cats I know. Hold on, bump. Wasn't so bad. Anyway, met up in OKC. Hung out yesterday, kicked it. And man, we just went over the load boards, just talking a lot of business, a lot of ins and outs, a lot of planning, a lot of strategy. I mean, a lot of deals about trucks and loads and pay and rates and lanes and different niches, vans, flat step decks, you know what I'm saying? Because he's got a step deck. And I knew it. I should have went with the damn flatbed. But that's all right. I can still make my money with this van. But matter of fact, I'm kind of brushing up on my flatbed experience now, because I got a flatbed load, sorta. I got 3 forklifts on my trailer, and I had to have some wood, some nails, some load securement stuff. I mean, I had to get creative with it, but I was like, damn, I'm working on my flatbed experience already. But let go and let God, man. Yesterday, I was looking for loads, and I mean, I'm calling broker after broker after broker after broker, agent after agent. All the brokerages, all the agents that that I got contacts to, and new ones, and even posted my truck on the dashboard. I posted it. Got a phone call in like 5 minutes. It's a good load, but it wasn't what I wanted. Posted my truck on the Landstar load board. And just looking for a good rate, a good load to come out. And I'm sitting there on the laptop, Danny's sitting there on the laptop, and all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, I found your load, man. You got to get this one. I looked at it and I was like, damn, that's good, man. That's a good load. That's a real good load. I thought about it and I thought, damn, I need vents. I don't got vents on my trailer. So first thing I had to do is I had to get on the damn horn and see if I could find a place that's got vents that can put me some vents in. And there's a guy, I don't want to tell you his name because I thought it was a good deal. If you're in Oklahoma City and need some vents in your van, or fresh air vents in your dry van, dude quoted me $62 a vent. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know what the rest of everybody else has been paying, but I know my brother got charged like $250 for 2 vents. And this guy quoted me $62 per vent and recommended that I put 4 in. something about, you know, that's what I needed if I was going to haul onions. So anyway, it's D&D Truck Sales, I think, and it's a guy named, I'm not going to tell you the name because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's D&D Truck and Trailer Sales in Oklahoma City. Call them up and tell them what you want. And dude, pretty fair. When I knew I get back through here because time to kill, I'm probably gonna get him to put some vents in my trailer just so I have them next time. Anyway, this one load, particular, driving out of Oklahoma City. I'm pretty sure it's around $2 on the rate, and out of OKC, that was pretty good for a dry van. But here's the catch: I had to go get vents. Now this is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and called dude up about the vents, and he said, "Nah, I can't get to it today, but I can in the morning." And the load was 2 hour deadhead away, 120 something miles, and it had to be there by 3 o'clock the next day. And I thought for a minute, and I was like, "No, that's just, it don't feel right in my gut." And then he's like, "Man, you can do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do it." But what happens if I secure this load? I get up in the morning, I go see dude, get some trailer vents. Say I get there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and he holds me up for 3 or 4 hours, and now I ain't got enough time to make my appointment time for pickup. I said, "Man," I said, "I'm too new to the game to be put myself out there for a risk of losing or not being able to make my pickup time." I said, "I ain't trying to get that reputation." So I thought about it, and I thought about it. After about 10 minutes of thinking about it, it still didn't feel right. So I was like, "No, I believe I'm gonna hold off on that. It just don't feel right." And now here's something that I didn't tell you. I should have told you this beforehand, but I'll go ahead and tell you now. I came out of Georgia, came to Oklahoma City, got a good rate, and I brought some forklift batteries up, 10 of them, from Hawker Power Source. Now these batteries, they're 2,800 pounds a piece, so 10 of them, I had 28,000, and 10 batteries, 10 pallets. So they spaced them in the middle of my trailer. They kind of centered it up, and then took 2x4s and went around the batteries and tacked them down to keep the batteries from sliding. And I thought, that's pretty cool. I don't mind them, you know, putting a nail in my floor. That's all right. Delivered them yesterday morning, and then next thing you know, they left the 2x4s at the shipper. They left the 2x4s. I thought, well, shit. All right, well, I guess I just dumped that in a dumpster somewhere. I'm thinking there was 8 2x4s, and they was all about 6 to 8 feet long. Anyway, I was about to throw them out yesterday, and that's when Danny met up with me, and we was looking around the dumpsters, and I was like, "Nah," I told him, I was like, "No, I ain't gonna worry about that wood right now." I said, I go to my next pickup. If I need to get it out of the way, I get it out of the way. I said, they might want it. I said, they might have a dumpster. They'll let me dump it in. I'm not going to dump it in the TA dumpster. I'm not going to be one of those people. I said, if they need it out of the way, I'll pull it out of the damn trailer and strap it up and under the trailer with some damn ties or something. But I'm not just going to dump it. I'm not one of those guys. And that was that. Let's go over to today, this morning. I couldn't find a good load yesterday. So I decided to just kick back, chill, hang out with Danny. We're talking business, man. A lot of knowledge between that boy's ears. He's very smart. A lot of knowledge, and I'm absorbing all I can. And I kept telling him, I was like, "Man, what'd you say?" He had to repeat himself a couple times. I was like, "Man, I'm sorry to be so ditzy." I said, "Man, my mind's all over the place. I'm trying to absorb all of this." But anyway, this morning I got up, called about some loads. Now I was on the horn about 8:15, 8:30, looking at all the load boards, scouring over everything, and I started with a 300-mile radius, dropped it down to a 150-mile radius, dropped it down to a 50-mile radius. I found about 10 loads that I really liked, and every one of them was 44.6, 44.8, and I'm like, "Man, I think that's a little too heavy with me." I said, because I'm empty, I'm about 35,000 pounds, and I really don't know what I can stretch yet, so I'm trying to stick to something 43 and under. And so I couldn't find the load, and then I found a load. I thought, man, I'm all over this. It went to Vegas, Oklahoma City to Vegas, and based off the dashboard, that load has been averaging about $1.70 maybe, $1.80 past 3 months. Anyway, the Landstar agent, I called her up, and I thought that's a $1,900 load, so I called her up. She offered it to me for $1,500, and I'm like, what? I'm sitting there calculating on the phone while I'm talking to her. It come to $1.35 a mile, and I'm like, no. But you think about it, I've done been 8 hours total, probably searching for loads, waiting for the good load to pop up. I'm about ready to take it. I said, all right, I'm gonna wait on it. Try not to get hasty with my decisions. So I got off the phone with her, told her, I said, I'm gonna think about it. And I kept looking. Got on, talked to my broker over at C.H. Robinson's been hooking me up. We couldn't come up with nothing and that I liked. I mean, I was just on the phone nonstop. If you don't know that part of the business, let me tell you, I was on the phone nonstop. I felt like a secretary by the time I got a load. Anyway, I got on my Landstar load board, hit refresh, done a new search, and boom, it's a new load popped up. I'm like, oh, what is this? And it's a load going from Oklahoma City down to Charlotte. It's 1,070 miles away. And I called the dude up, Landstar agent. I called him up, and he told me the rate on that lane and the rate on the load. I thought, man, that's almost $1.60 a mile. I can live with that. My cost of operation is low. I can live with $1.60. He said, but you got to have blocking devices. I was like, blocking devices? What in the heck do you mean by blocking devices? He said, it's forklifts. He said, you need something to secure it. He said, he said, the note says wood, nails, and a hammer. And I kind of laughed to myself. I'm like, you talking about the wood that's in my trailer? I've been driving these trucks in 2000. Not one damn time have I had wood in my trailer left over that I was looking a day before to throw in a dumpster, and I decided, let's just hold off on it. Only to have a load fall in my lap where I had to have wood. And I told him, I said, it's both our lucky days. It's both of our lucky days. He said, you got the wood? And I was like, he's a Russian dude, real cool dude. He's like, you got the wood? I was like, yeah, I got wood. I said, I got a hammer too, but I don't have nails. And he said, they probably got nails at the shipper. I was like, all right, cool. I said, put me on that load. Ran down to Walmart, ran in and got me, got another hammer, a little 2.5 pound mallet hammer. It looked like a little mini sledgehammer. It's about this long, but boy, this got some ump to it. Because I was like, man, this floor is hard. I need to get something with some power behind it, because that little bitty regular, carpenter hammer just ain't got enough balls behind it. So anyway, I went to Walmart and picked up a box of nails, and I bought that 2.5 pound hammer. But oh yeah, here's another thing. Like I said, I love stuff that falls in my lap. I like shit for nothing. I like great deals. I like shit that falls on my lap. I like shit with the least resistance. If it ain't easy, you're working too hard. I got my Raycon. I looked at the address and it said North Council Road, and I thought, hell, that's funny. I'm on North Council Road. Typed it into my phone and pulled up the location. This ain't no shit. I'm at the TA at the 142 in Oklahoma City. It said it was 0.5 mile away. You come out of the TA, make a left, go on the other side of the interstate, and it's like 2 buildings over. 2 buildings on the other side of the interstate. I'm talking about, I didn't even get out of low side. That's how good this load fell in my lap. Like I said, let go and let God. When you're trying to force some things to happen, just kind of sit back, just step back out of the situation for a minute and say, maybe this irrational thinking is creating a bad choice. Maybe I'm being a little hasty on my decisions, because in my own experience, anytime I try to force something to happen, it's always become a bad choice, a bad decision. So this right here is just another thing that I just thought, man, I'm gonna make a video about this. that let go, let God. You know, let stuff fall in your lap. If you got to push too hard to make something come together, maybe you don't need to do it. Because I've never, not once, had wood in the back of my truck that I was looking to throw away, only to have a load offered to me where I needed wood. I mean, if that's not unordinary, then I don't know what the hell is. To me, that's miraculous. To me, that right there is something behind the fort or the hell. It's like, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't. I mean, it's just something that I could have never thought and planned up myself. It just kind of happened that way. Now, why the hell did I have wood on my truck? And then all of a sudden, I get my first loader in a drive-in where I have to have wood. It's kind of funny. Anyway, y'all might think I'm crazy. Hell, I might be a little crazy. But hey, it works for me. I got lots of stories like that where stuff just falls into place perfectly in a way that you would have never been able to plan. So that's why I'm saying, you know, if it's something you got to push together and it makes you feel uneasy, let your conscience be your guide. Let your gut be your guide. If you feel uneasy about it, don't do it. But you know, just have faith that it will come together. And sit back and you will see miracles happen. I mean, we could talk about them all day long. I mean, I've had a lot. And that's just one today. And what's cool about it is my buddy Danny Boy was right there and he seen it and he was like, holy shit, how in the world did that happen? I was like, man, I don't even know. I said, I could have never planned for it to happen, but it did. Anyway, I'm going back to the south. I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina. I think it's in North Carolina. Yeah. And from there, I'll see if I can't get me a load coming back out. Anyway, guys, let go, let God. If it takes resistance, stay away from it. Low resistance choices is the best choices. Let shit fall in your path. I understand sometimes you really got to make stuff happen. I get it. Sometimes I make stuff happen. But when you got some leeway, just let go and let God. Anyway, guys, I promise my next video is going to be about the steps I took to get my authority. And hold on, let me write this mileage down. $782. I really need to get one of those GPS Garmin's or whatever to keep up with all that, so I can keep up with my IFTA miles. Make it easy on me. Alright, guys, I promise the next video is going to be about how the steps that I took to get my own authority. And it's going to be like I'm going to start calling it the make sense trucking, because if it don't make sense, it don't make dollars. If it don't make sense, then why the hell are you doing it? So it's got to make sense, as in sense. But it's also got to make sense, as in dollars. Well, yeah, you get the point. So until then, maybe here in a little bit. Probably have the same hat, the same shirt. I still ain't shaved this shit off yet. But yeah, I might just do it. I'm in Arkansas right now, so get past this scale house and I might just go make another video. Peace.